Name's Stephen Wyper, born 17th of May 1978. I joined DMC about 8.5 years ago as a Diamond Elite customer of Davies. The reason I joined was I was post ACL surgery, so I'd snapped my ACL at my martial arts academy. Ironically, only about 2 months after gaining my black belt in that academy. And I went on about a 12-month journey of, operation, rehab, kind of poorly executed rehab, floated into a bit of workaholism, eating too much, drinking too much, carrying about 18.5 stone, and about as flexible as concrete. I'd gone from training 5 days a week to doing nothing, and I needed someone to help me. I did a search online. Found Davey and his commentary, saw that he was into his martial arts, and came along for the taster. I was told by my consultants or doctors, surgeons, that I would never snowboard again, I would never climb a Monroe again. I've done both, thanks to the great work of Davey and some of the external support that we have with various physios that the team recommend. I feel my mobility is at a level it's never been in my entire life. I'm lifting heavier weights. I thought I was injury-free post-knee, but these injuries sneak around your body, and I was diagnosed about 8 months ago as having arthritis in my left shoulder, extreme nerve damage due to a mountain biking and a snowboarding accident, and again advised by consultant/surgeon to go under the knife. On consultation with Davey and one of my physios, we felt that we could avoid that surgery with some more intense rehab and stability work, and continue to focus on mobility around my shoulder and my thoracic. And 6 months down the line, after taking that a bit of a bad way, because the pain was getting unbearable, I'm in a stronger place than I've ever been, shoulder-wise. So, yeah, we can get through those injuries and we can still make progress. It's just great to have that anchor and that voice in my ear every week of accountability and pushing myself forward. And I'm getting results. There's always areas for improvement, but mind, body and nutrition is streets ahead of where we were 8.5 years ago, and even 3 years ago. The compound progress just gets more and more the longer time I spend here. Davey's great, knows his business, knows his space, doesn't implement any advice unless he's trialled and tested it himself. I see him as a coach, a mentor in the topics that he's expert in, and a very good friend, a dear friend. I've got to know him very well over the last 8.5 years, and yeah, I know we'll be friends for the rest of our lives. So working with Davey's someone I'd recommend to anybody. If you feel you do get stuck or you are trapped in that injury and can't get past the rehab, I'd advise anyone to come and work with Davey or any of the team and make the investment. It is an investment, it's a significant investment, but you spend more money in your car every 2 or 3 years, putting it through the motions. My view is, why would you not spend the same money in yourself, right? Keeping the engine well-oiled, ticking over, and constantly, working on the bodywork, making yourself stronger, more stable, more mobile, because getting all that right also fixes your mental state. I think coming in all those years ago, somewhat depressed, completely devoid of movement after being highly active chasing a black belt, it sometimes takes more than that, push, maybe a step ladder to get out of that low point. And when you get out of that low point physically or mentally, and you consistently manage and measure progress, and you have someone coaching and guiding you through the ups and the downs of a week, it just ripples into the rest of your life, right? Whether that's you minimising how much you drink, making a keen note on what it is you're consuming, whatever it is, it applies to how you conduct yourself and your family, friendships and in the workplace. That's what keeps me here. I suppose all that way back, that's what brought me here. I just didn't know it. And I would advise anyone to get along give the trial, invest in one round of coaching, and take the leap. But you have to invest, and that takes time, effort, and commitment.